Hello and welcome to another episode of What Travis Says, the only show on YouTube that Niantic actually seems to be creepily watching. My name is Travis and let's talk about how Pokemon Generation 2 dropped yesterday after months of speculation and the community getting burned by babies and Eevee rumors. And I knew it, Niantic was tracking my progress because earlier this week I said this. But I'm enjoying the event under the assumption that Gen 2 is coming around the corner. I hope. Maybe Niantic hasn't dropped Gen 2 because I haven't finished my Pokedex yet. Maybe this is all riding on me. Maybe once Togepi gets another candy, Gen 2 will drop. Nah, I doubt that, but if you're listening, Niantic, hey, I almost have them. I'm almost there. I almost caught them all. And then, days later, boom, Gen 2 is here. You're welcome, everyone. Finally, 80 plus additions to a game that was declared dead by many unless Niantic was able to release Generation 2. This game is dead. Nobody plays this game anymore. They need to release Gen 2. So everything's fine now, right? Well, you'd think so if you kept tabs on the Pokemon GO community on Twitter and YouTube, because everyone is freaking out about how happy they are that they can finally go outside and catch their favorite Gen 2 Pokemon. I was at a park yesterday, the moment that Gen 2 dropped, and I was able to get 9 new additions into my Pokedex in less than half an hour. Since last night, I have 20 new additions into my Pokedex after catching and evolving a bunch. In less than 12 hours. 20 additions out of 80 plus in less than 12 hours. And there were people on Twitter saying that they had 40 new Pokemon of Generation 2. That's half the Pokemon. That's half of the new Pokemon. They caught half of them already. I'm not trying to be a downer with these recent Pokemon GO videos about how Generation 2 won't save the game, but does anyone else think that this probably isn't sustainable? There are a couple things to consider. Instead of 140 some from Generation 1, we now have 80 some new additions for Generation 2, which is a substantial decrease and essentially less to catch. Pair that with the fact that us hardcore players are very good at this game. And when I say very good, I mean very good. We know how to throw curveballs, we know where spawn points are, we know how to search out nests. Hardcore players are like the mercenaries of this game. Find out where the target lives, target acquired, target is now in a Pokeball, move on to the next one. And except for a handful of super rare non-evolutionary spawns, it's pretty easy to rack up evolution candy in order to get those new evolutions. On top of the fact that Niantic upped the spawn rate for Generation 2 well over Generation 1. Reports are saying that 70 to 80% of the current spawns are Generation 2 to keep people interested, to keep them out there catching new mons. And no one really knows if it's going to stay that way indefinitely, but if it does and you don't have your Gen 1 decks completed, I'm sorry. But there are some welcomed changes to the game, and I'm not talking about your avatar clothing. I don't get why so many people care so much about their avatar's clothing. You get a 50 XP catch bonus if the Pokemon stays inside the first ball that you throw. You also get more candy for more evolved forms, which is really nice. But as for changing the gameplay, it doesn't really do much. It's the same end goal, it's just a quality of life update. For different evolutions, you need different evolution items from Pokestops, which is a move that I get. Niantic probably doesn't want somebody to end up with 50 Kingdra or 50 Scizor or 50 Porygon 2 all in one day. The staggered move is a nice idea, but I visited 3,000 Pokestops yesterday and I did not get a single evolution item. Alright, that was a bit of an exaggeration, but I visited a lot of Pokestops. I got no evolution items. Did anybody get anything yet? I know they exist. People have been posting about them on Twitter. I haven't gotten anything yet. My point, and something that I've been trying to say for weeks, is that new Pokemon won't sustain the game as far as we think it will. New things to catch won't make the game more fun. The bigger issue is that this game does not yet have any sort of multiplayer option. You can battle against gyms, but you're battling against a computer. There's no trading, there's no PvP. That's why Generation 2 was kind of a low priority update for me. Don't get me wrong, it's been really fun tracking down silhouettes. It feels like it's been years since I've done that. And Niantic has recently assured us that trading and PvP are coming, but Niantic also said that trading was coming way back at the game's launch, and it's been, what, like 7 months? As for PvP, that's just a basic staple of Pokemon. You could go battle as many gyms as you want, but you're battling against a computer. If you battle against another person, you're helping hone your skills, and it's the same sort of thing over and over, but there are different outcomes, different variables, different Does this make sense? What I'm trying to say is that if your goal is to battle and take down gyms, it's fairly easy against a computer. If your goal is to catch them all, you either have done that or you have not done that yet. If your goal is to battle your friends and get better at battling an actual human being, you will constantly hone your skills because every battle will be different. Plus, if everyone is battling their friends and not really worrying if they have a full Pokédex or not, they will be visiting more Pokéstops for potions and being outside more. Hint, hint, Niantic. This game has the potential to be so great. I love it, but there are definite cracks in the layout. I want this game to be the very best, like no game ever was. To catch them is our only test. To battle them in gyms is our cause. I don't know, that kind of got away from me. In the comments down below, let me know how you are liking this Gen 2 update. Did it bring you back to the game? Have you always been a hardcore player and you love it? Or does this just not interest you and you're just completely done with Pokemon Go until they make a big change? As always, my name is Travis. Thank you for listening to what I have to say, and you will see me on Monday.